to give my yes to you today. I choose.
Good morning. It's 4th of February and it's a Tuesday morning. If you have a cup of coffee, please join me in Coffee with God this morning and turn to Acts chapter 17 verse 28. Handelinge 17 vers 28. The context of this verse is God ordains our lives, God, the world and all the things in it, the heavens. He's in ultimate and complete control. And the verse today says, "For in him we live and move and exist," as even some of your own poets have said, for we also are his children. When you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and he gives you the right to be called a child of God, John 1 verse 12. In him we live and move and exist. Now, why do I emphasize that? Because I want to underline and underscore for you. I want you to step back from this day and this week and this 4th of February in 2025. So many things are out of your control and that frustrates you. So many things are happening around you with your health, with relationships, with friendships, with your work, with circumstances, situations, what's happening between our country and America on a political level. And there's so many things that are so far out of our control, yet they have influence and they affect us. And that frustrates us because we like to be in control. If I could only control everything. Let me just bring it down to an example of, I expect a person to respond and to react and to be a certain way, and yet they disappoint and they frustrate and they upset, and I want to just control them. But outside of yourself, nothing is actually controllable by you directly. So before I depress you and get you really mad, listen again to Acts 17 verse 28. For in him we live and move and exist. As a child of God, your life comes from him, your circumstances, your situation. In him you live, move, and exist. And remember, sometimes we make wrong choices. Sometimes we make sinful choices. And that results in negative things in our life. If we give that to God, Romans 8:28 says, he works all things out for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. He works all things out if we will give it to him, if we will place it in him, if we remember, we don't have to be in control. We have to be obedient to his control, to his ordained plan, will for our life. And as we rest in him and as we accept all that's happening is because of being a child of his, we live, move, and exist because we're his child. It kind of brings an inner peace that surpasses the understanding of the circumstances and the events of my day. I hope that makes sense to you. If not, come have a cup of coffee. Let's talk through that concept together. But I tell you, in God, no matter what, there's a future and a hope. There's a upward, positive outlook, because in him we live, move, and exist. In him we live. We live. We don't survive. We don't just, we live. We move. We're active. We're busy. And we exist. In other words, people know about us. Hey, I know Sean. I know because he's making an impact. I know you because you're making an impact, because you're moving and you're living. You're not just surviving and lying. I don't know. Have a wonderful Tuesday. The Lord bless you.